was talking about the importance of making time to do the things that you are really interested in and do the things that are important to you as you get a little bit older and you take on responsibilities. And like for me, I've found that I really need to try and find a balance between having goals and plans for the future and being excited and looking forward to things in the future, and going too far with that and actually just living for the future and not enjoying the moment. And because what I've been feeling lately is, my boyfriend and we've been together for 8 years, we live together, we're both, I'm 28 years old, so I'm not getting any younger, I guess. And all of a sudden I'm finding myself in a position where I've always thought of myself as just sort of a kid, or, just me. And I've just done what I want, and through things that I was interested in, which like poetry and writing and music and art and just things that were really creative and vital to me, to kind of find out who I am and get in touch with myself, and really, there was a time when I really had a good idea of who I was and what I was all about, and, any kind of, sense of spirituality that I had, and, I just kind of had a really nice connection with myself. And now I find that, if my boyfriend and I've been talking about having kids, in the next couple of years, probably getting married and having kids, and that's been freaking me out because I'm like, I need to get ready, I need to have everything in order and have money saved up and have our living situation figured out and have, maybe a career planned out, and I don't have any real idea what I want to do for a career for the long term, and putting these pressures on myself to figure all that out right away so that I can, have everything squared away and be ready to have kids is really, I think it's gotten me to a point where, I can't really just enjoy my time, enjoy the moment, so to speak, because in the back of my mind I'm always worrying, well, I should be doing this, or I need to do, just basically thinking I need to always be working towards this future, setting myself up for the future, and I know that doesn't work, and I know that even if you can plan as much as you want, and of course it's good to plan and be responsible and all that, that's great, but regardless, there's always going to be an element of unknown, and you can never plan for everything, obviously, and I don't know, it's not worth it if it gets to such a point that you're just not even enjoying your life anymore. In that case, what are you planning for? What are you living for, And that's kind of where I've been at. So I'm really making an effort to, set aside time and really give myself that time, that energy to try and reconnect with myself and find out who I am now, because it's not the same, and it doesn't have to be the same as I used to be, but I just want to feel, excited about life again like I used to, and I've always been a real kind of analytical person, and I think a lot, and it just, it's gotten to where lately I'm just too lazy really to even think and have discussions with people about meaningful things, because I'm just kind of so apathetic, and I think I'm just wearing myself out by worrying about the future so much. So anyway, and what I was saying before, I kind of was talking to my friend about this the other day, and we realized that when you're a teenager and in your early 20s, the world expects you to be trying to figure things out and find out who you are and explore possibilities and all that views on the world and your, you know, your hobbies and your passions and all that stuff is kind of, it's not cute anymore, you know, like it's not really expected of you anymore. You're kind of, you've had the chance to figure that out, and now you gotta be an adult and be, you know, like, yeah, kind of have that stuff figured out. And I'm just sort of realizing that it means it's a matter of me admitting and saying that, you know what, I care about my creative side, and I care about my, you know, connection with myself, and I'm gonna actually still make those a big priority, hopefully for the rest of my life, because without that, you know, you're just kind of living like a half-assed existence, and I never ever wanted that for myself. I always wanted to be living an authentic and meaningful life. And anyway, I'm kind of rambling, sorry, I don't mean to get so, I'm not trying to preach or anything, just that's my experience lately. And I don't know if it's anything similar to what you're feeling, DanishVlog. This is kind of directed at you a little bit, at your video. I don't know if it's the same kind of thing, but I guess what I'm trying to get across in my experience is that I've been worried for a while. I've noticed this happening for a while, and I've been worrying that, you know, it's something that's just like fundamentally changed in me as I'm getting older, and it's something that I can't get back. And that's been my fear for the last, like, probably 5 years or more, as I see this slowly happening. And lately, what I'm realizing, or at least I'm entertaining the possibility that maybe that's not the case. Maybe it's just that, you know, there's more demands on my time, and there's more, yeah, I mean, if I have kids, there definitely is going to be more to my life than just me, and I'm ready for that. I don't have a problem with that, but I don't want it, I mean, I don't think I'm any good as a parent either if I'm just like everyone else, and so that's kind of where I'm coming from. But what I'm trying these days is to, you know, stop just whenever I start thinking like, oh, you're not as good as you used to be, or you're different, you've changed, or something's lost, or blah blah blah. Whenever these thoughts come up, I try to stop them and ignore them and just do the things that I want to do. Like, I'll sit down and play my guitar, or I'll sit down and, you know, yeah, I'll do something, or I will go for a walk by myself, or I'll, you know, go out in nature, or just sort of trying to be the person I used to be, even if I don't feel like it anymore. And the great thing is that I have started to feel more like it now. It's like the actions that you take form habits of ways of thinking, habitual ways of thinking and doing things, which basically forms your personality. And, you know, it feels like like everything comes from your personality. And so if you look around your life and you see that the things you're doing are not the same, or even just that they're not what you want, you think that it's because your personality has changed, or because you deep down have changed. At least that's what I've always thought, or that's what I've been thinking. And I'm starting to realize, as I just do the things anyway, even if I don't think I'm going to enjoy it as much as I used to, or if I just feel like a fake, you know, or I feel like I'm forcing it, is that those actions actually, it works both ways. Like, if you just, it's like fake it till you make it kind of thing. If you just do it and put yourself into it again, and put yourself in the position to feel the way you used to feel, be the person you used